Hey guys, welcome to the channel. I hope all is well. I figured I'm going to do a collective today. That's what I felt drawn to do, so that's what we're going to do. Welcome to this reading. This may or may not be your reading this time around, so bear that in mind when you are watching. Use your discernment when you are watching tarot. Thank you for your love and your support. Welcome. We are going to be using a new deck today. This is the Mystical Moments Tarot deck. The imagery on this deck is gorgeous. The cards are pretty as well. Really beautiful. I hope you're doing well. Happy weekend. Today is Sunday. Hopefully you've had a good day today. And you're looking forward to the week. It is officially Christmas holidays over here for the kids in school. So we are out of school at the minute. So we're preparing for the Christmas season. Happy holidays to you and yours. Let's see what you need to be aware of. We're going to go ahead and shuffle and see what comes out. Flip the roles if you need to. Gender roles are not specific in the tarot. You could be anyone and resonate with anything, so bear that in mind as well. Let's see, Spirit. I call upon you, welcome you to this reading to help me to deliver the collective, clear and concise messages. Please and thank you. Amen. Let's see. We have the Judgment. Oh, and the Page of Pentacles flipped out in the reverse. Messages for the collective. This could resonate whatever sign you are. Six of Cups. The Emperor. Queen of Wands. King of Wands. The Moon. Three of Pentacles. The Ten of Swords. And the Ten of Pentacles. Bottom of the deck, we have the Nine of Swords. There is an overwhelming sense of worry over some sort of forward movement that an individual is having in their personal life. This is looking to me as it's kind of like Judgment Day for a lot of people that could be around you. You could be a fire sign that's strongly watching this. You could be an Aries. Aries, Leo, Sagittarius, but strongly an Aries. A lot of you are changing your focus at this time. And this could be switching to be more goal orientated, or you could be definitely hitting some sort of milestones that you have set out for yourself and you're achieving them. Very much so, you're achieving them. I feel like there is an energy of showcasing that is shining about you. There's an aura of showcase regarding you, whether you're calling that energy in or you're consciously standing in the energy of wanting to kind of be seen or wanting people to kind of, I want to say, be interested in what you've got going on or be watching you or viewing you, especially if you have some sort of platform that's online. But that's not really what it's giving. It's kind of giving the energy of doing well and attracting a lot of attention that maybe you've not necessarily set out. There's a big energy of fortune and growth. This could be within a business that you could be starting or something about your growth as an individual. There's a lot of wealth. Now, I want to highlight at that point, it's kind of giving the energy of health being at the top of that. It's kind of giving, being grateful as being wealthy, being blessed is being wealthy, and that doesn't necessarily mean monetary. This is looking to me as someone really feels content with various aspects of their life, and it's giving them an overwhelming sense of gratitude and feeling like they're wealthy. There's a very wealthy spirit that I'm seeing in a lot of you, and I do feel like it's making other people feel sort of defeated here. And these could be people that betrayed you, stabbed you in the back, gave you worries, strife, stress, and you're kind of alchemizing that into something that is beautiful for you. You could have been in the past very much with the Six of Cups, the Three of Pentacles, very much someone who strived to work with other people. This is someone who, you could be a person who definitely is someone who's always open to kind of compromise and, you know, going back and forth and seeing what's good for them and seeing what's good for you. And I feel like this is across the board. I don't really feel like this is a specific person at the moment until it kind of clarifies more for me. As we draw for more, I will kind of draw in on specific energies, but it's kind of giving the energy of you being open, you being very forthcoming with your ability to compromise with others, give people grace, work with other people, collaborate with other people, very, very open. It's almost like there's an individual here who could be watching this, you, the viewer, who could be feeling like a lot of opportunities that you could have presented to other people could have been rejected or passed up. And this may have triggered you to kind of go into a space of deep introspection regarding your future. You know, soul seeking, soul searching. What do I want? You know, go back to the drawing board. Okay, this person doesn't really want to work with me, or that has fallen through, or they're not as collaborative as what I am. So what's next for me? And I feel like that has triggered a lot of forward movement for you. I feel like you have turned into someone who is able to very much so alchemize a lot of good things, regardless of who's on board and who is not. A lot of you could be making a decision on a masculine here. This could be a fire sign masculine, or there is some sort of question over a relationship and whether you are going to be committing to someone or whether you're going to be moving on. You could be at a crossroads with someone. And this could be putting someone up in their head at this time. Three of Swords. Nine of Pentacles. This is looking to me, if you're a feminine energy, you could be doing very, very well independently away from someone. I don't know if this is a separation at this point or whether this is someone who views you as, you know, being very much so at the top of your game, with that Nine of Pentacles being here, very abundant, alone, very individually strong, very self-sufficient. I feel like someone definitely puts you on some sort of pedestal, but this is looking to me as someone being heartbroken that there's a prospect that they may want to awaken or they may want to pursue that is not going to be an avenue that you want to pursue, because someone could be pursuing you as being happy as single, then connected to them. And this could be somebody who's kind of trying to make you theirs, or you be a counterpart to them, or so forth. Someone could be worrying that something is over with you. A fire sign. Eight of Swords. Knight of Wands. Some of you have been stuck on a decision where it comes to a relationship for a long while. And this looks to me as though you are going to be finally coming to a conclusion regarding a specific person that you could have been dealing with. This could be somebody who's currently in your life. This could be somebody who you're in separation with. Whoever this is something that's kind of been up in the air. I don't know what this is, but there's definitely someone here who's very scared of them not getting the same effort input from you as what they once did from you. This could be an air sign for some of you, Gemini, Libra, Aquarius, or a fire sign. This is someone who feels like you're very much in control. They may not say this to you down to ego, but this is definitely someone who feels like they you're in the driving seat. You're calling the shots. They could be waiting on you to make a decision, or they could have asked you a question, something here that you are deciding on at the moment. This could be, are we committing to this? Are we not? Are we coming back together? Are we not? Type of energy. This is someone who's definitely trying to communicate with you regarding connecting with you, going back and forth with you, and so forth. Ace of Cups. Seven of Pentacles. Now, I feel like you did give a lot to this person. I feel like there is an energy of it being in the past, that you could have fully been investing wholeheartedly in the situation. You could have given a lot to this situation. You could have given a lot to this situation. It may not have been received, though, by the person involved. And it's almost like a energy of, okay, I've put so much into this. I've put all my energy into this. I've put all my eggs in one basket sort of energy. And this person doesn't seem to be reciprocating or receiving what I'm giving. So now I'm back to the drawing board. And now you're kind of in the energy of feeling like, okay, maybe I should walk away from this, or maybe I should second guess the decision when it comes to choosing an individual or investing in someone. Maybe it's like someone is kind of having a change of heart now. Nine of Pentacles. Yeah, it kind of looks to me as maybe you've waited for somebody to, with the Devil. You could have been waiting for something to leave someone's energy. I don't know if this is an addiction for some of you. Someone could have needed to cleanse something out of their energy or get rid of something, and they just kind of took too long here. Maybe you was waiting on this person to make changes, and all the while you was waiting on this person to invest or to come towards you or to meet you where you was, because this is all about collaboration. I definitely do feel like you kind of was getting further and further away, whether you realize it or not. There was something that was happening in your energy where you were becoming more independent without someone. I mean, you can't miss what you don't really have. So regardless of whether this was like someone who wanted you to feel like you had them or they were still a part of your life or not, this is definitely like the energy of feeling like, you know what, I'm kind of okay on my own because I've been doing it on my own. With the Six of Swords, I'm seeing someone smoothly moving on, like smoothly detaching from an energy of maybe waiting on someone to kind of receive an offer or something like that. Because I feel like one person was open and another person was not investing because they kind of was waiting for someone else to change. Pair of Wands. Knight of Swords. A lot of you could be very conflicted about moving forward, but you're doing it anyway. With the Eight of Pentacles. This could be have something to do with what you're working on at this time. A lot of you could be making choices as to who's coming with you, who's not, or who you're going to be still open to and who you're not going to be considering as kind of like options. This could be across the board. This could be platonic, romantic, friends, anything in between, family. There's definitely an energy of you kind of, I want to say picking and choosing, and this could be very difficult for you. So it's kind of like siphoning through some sort of energy as you move forward. It's like someone's moving forward, but they're moving very, very slowly. But at the same time, you need to be aware that you're very much in control of what you're, manifesting for your future at this time. A lot of people could see you as very, very powerful, and you could be making a lot of big decisions at this time. And that could be the reason as to why you are very cautious about what you're choosing, who you're choosing, and so forth. Some of you could be moving a lot of things around. I do feel like if you've been kind of dragging your feet or moving, but kind of moving at a very slow pace, that is going to speed up for you. And you're actually going to start to make some definitive decisions if you've kind of had things not finalized, or you've kind of been up in the air about making definitive decisions regarding your future and your forward movement. 4 of Wands. Nine of Cups. Some of you are very, very happy independently. This looks like being sufficient, okay on your own. You could be definitely stepping into a very self-fulfilled energy. You don't need validation from outside. And I feel like it's creating a lot of balance for you, and it's manifesting a lot of stability. You could be spending a lot of time at home at this time. Sunflowers could be very significant for you. The sun. Yeah, sun. Thank you, Spirit. You could be a Leo. Knight of Pentacles. Whether it's kind of giving the energy of someone not wanting necessarily to actively manifest attention onto them, but they're getting it anyway. So a lot of people could have their eyes on you. I see you kind of showcasing something through how you're kind of moving. That this doesn't look like actively seeking any sort of attention. You could be very much wanting to kind of stay low key at this time, or stay in the shadows, and you're getting a lot of attention because of the energy you're moving in. You're shining very bright, even if you're trying to kind of cover your face, or even if you're trying to kind of like go under the radar. You're undeniably very, very much so someone who attracts a lot of attention. You could be very attractive. There's an aura about you. And it could just be the energy that you're possessing at the moment, or you just generally possess, that's kind of attracting a lot of eyes to you. People want to know what you've got going on. People could want to be around you. People could also want to be knowing what you're doing and how you're making things balance out for you, how you're making things work individually. People could also wonder if you are in a union or a relationship that you're hiding behind the scenes. They want to know more about you. You seem to be a mystery to a lot of people, but they seem to also be having their eyes on you a lot, very much so. And it's because you seem to be very self-validating. You seem to be very good on your own. You don't seem to necessarily need anybody to hype you up or back you up or so forth. There's someone here who could be pursuing you romantically. This could be somebody who's trying to pull on your heartstrings at this time. This could be a water sign. Could be an Aquarius, to be honest. An Aquarius, an air sign, Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. This is someone who's wondering why you are not open to them. This could be a newer person. This could be somebody who's trying everything and anything to kind of get your attention for you to date them, or for you to give them a chance. If you've been dealing with somebody that, there's kind of like an energy of playing hard to get, or there's been somebody deems you as being very hard to attain. Even unattainable is what I want to say. Could be a Pisces, a water sign, an Aquarius. This is somebody here who's feeling like it's very, very hard to take you out of a very individualistic sort of energy. Because again, you're shining in a very individual way. People could see you as being very, very solo, very, very by yourself, very, very content with that. And it's almost like someone is kind of wondering why it's so hard to collaborate with you. Because it's almost like someone deems you as too self-sufficient or hyper independent. Seven of Wands. This is somebody who's really trying to fight to get your attention here. Hangman. And the Two of Wands. You may have rejected this person and they're trying to get you to change your mind. I do feel like this is a newer person. I feel like someone is slightly obsessing over this, although they wouldn't want you to know that. This could be somebody who's trying to play coy or trying to play it cool. But they're definitely wanting a lot more with you than what you are giving at this time. Especially if you seem to be very comfortable on your own. This looks like someone is very comfortable by themselves. And it's like a love interest who's like, well, why don't they want to look at me? Why don't they want to pursue me? Are they not allowing me to kind of catch them? I'm seeing a net. Almost like someone's fishing. Some of you could be on Tinder. I wouldn't necessarily condone going on Tinder, but, you know, each to their own. Six of Wands. I don't know why I feel drawn to say this, but if you had an objective after dealing with a past person to really sit in the energy of not being someone who was easily accessible, you're definitely achieving that. I feel like you have very strong boundaries, but I got to warn you because this could definitely be manifesting itself as some sort of energy of not being interested at all in anything where it comes to new opportunities. So have a good balance between, you know, you keeping out what's negative, but definitely being able to let in what's positive. And I feel like it's a hard balance to strike, especially if you're very cautious and there's a reason as to why you're like this. Because I feel like I'm talking to someone who may have dealt with an individual in the past that you learn a lot from about yourself, about how you navigate relationships and so forth, what you want, what you don't want, and you know, everything in between. And I feel like you've successfully learned boundaries, but for some of you, it could be coming off as you being not interested in a lot of things that could be good for you, or someone specific is seeing you this way. This is someone who's definitely trying to break down your wall, if you like, slip through the net. And I feel like this is a new person who could be wanting some sort of forward movement with you and success. With the Queen of Pentacles, I feel like someone definitely does. I feel like you're viewed across the board as being very, very much so able to take care of yourself. You don't seem to need anybody. And I feel like that's what is attracting a lot of interest towards you. Five of Swords. The Tower. There was something, and this is the reason. Now it's telling me the reason, which is interesting. The Empress. There's a reason why you're cautious. There's a reason why you have started to move in the energy of being cautious. Started to move in the energy of upholding boundaries, very much so, before getting close to an individual. Hummingbirds could be very significant. Ladybugs could be very significant. There was a chaotic situation that you had to move away from. Something wasn't what it seemed. And I feel like it may have put you in a new energy where it comes to you definitely looking behind the veil where it comes to what you get involved in or what you mix with. There's an energy of learning how to fight for yourself, learning how to speak up for yourself as well. There could have been a scenario where you were the only one who you had. And that would change you. You know, there's definitely an energy of change with the Empress. Some of you, you've gone through a whole rebirth. Queen of Cups. Seven of Swords. Ace of Swords. Someone wants to know the truth that you know, and it could be about them, about lies, about deception. This person could watch you online. You could have had an ending with this person, this Capricorn, for some of you. It's kind of giving the energy of someone feeling like you know that they're toxic. You know, they know that you've kind of grown out of something or you have ascended, and then wondering what you actually know about them. This looks like an unknown truth that has never been spoken about, but you know it, and they're wondering if you do know it. This could be regarding a Capricorn, strongly an earth sign, that you had an ending with. This person still watches you. I feel like someone knows that something is over with you, but they still have this little niggly feeling in the back of their mind. I wonder what they know. I wonder what the collective knows, how they feel about what they know. I don't know if someone feels like you're intuitive or that you have found out something about them. What is that about? Three of Cups. Oh, why is that there? Four of Pentacles. Someone could have slept with your friend. Someone crossed the line somewhere. Page of Cups. It's like someone knowing that they got something to apologize for, them never coming forward with an apology to you, but them also not telling you the truth either. Someone could have definitely slept with someone's friend or been too close to someone that you were friends with or connected to. This could even be family, but it's giving friend. Someone that they could have been keeping a secret with, and you not know that that was going on, or they were more close to an individual that you were close to. They may have even have got to know this person through you. So say this is your friend with the Nine of Wands. Yeah, someone can't be trusted around people's friends. And I feel like that was crossed, a line was crossed there. Sorry, a lot of cards flipped over here. This has been a secret that they've kept for a very long time from you. And I feel like someone wonders what you know. And I've dropped a card on the floor. Great. The Fool. But I feel like you've already moved on from this with the Nine of Wands. This is like the energy of feeling some type of way about an individual, knowing that you may not be able to trust them, but still moving forward without closure, without being pressed about knowing any more. What you know is enough. And you could know a lot about what went on in the past, and someone's wondering what you know. How has it been so easy for you to have a new beginning? Someone could also be wondering why you're so lighthearted, why you've kind of got your childlike energy back. This could be like childhood healing, inner child sort of healing that has pushed you forward. Someone may have felt like you would be more hurt than what you are about something that happened between the two of you. Let's grab another deck. Hold on a second. Sorry guys, my son came to see me. We have grabbed a new deck to continue. Messages for the collective. Temperance, the Hierophant. Wow. Hold on, guys. I didn't really want to pause it again. 1 second. So sorry, guys. It's holidays. Please forgive me. Some of you are moving into a season where life is going to change expeditiously, amazingly for you, especially if you have gone through struggle, feeling like you're kind of left behind. This could be about spirituality. This could be about God. This is looking to me as, when am I going to get my 10 of cups? When am I going to get my happy ever after? Am I going to be fulfilled? Am I going to feel? These are questions that you could have asked in your journey, especially where it comes to spirituality. A lot of you could be praying. A lot of you could have prayed for some sort of change. Some of you always feel like you kind of get the bottom of the barrel, or you kind of always feel like in the past, maybe you have been kind of passed up in a way. And this is like the energy of spirit having some sort of bigger plan for you. Even though you may not see it, or you haven't done in the past. I feel like there is a burden that's being lifted off your shoulders. And I definitely feel like there is something here about you seeing the bigger picture regarding how things have molded you from the past. There is clarity that's being manifested for you, and you being able to identify like why things happened and went the way that it did. And I feel like this is going to be like in the form of aha, like I understand now. I understand that I wasn't passed up. Yeah, you know, people in the 3D could have passed me up, but spirit never did. Do you know what I mean? Like, you could have been overlooked a lot in the past. What is that energy? Knight of Wands, the 3 of Cups. This is like the energy of being cheated on, of people you know, choosing other friendships over you, choosing other people over you, you know, cancelling on you, or passing you up to go chill with other people or be around other people, or seeing, you know, the joy in other relationships and not of you, or whatever have you. And you could have definitely have been in an energy of kind of wondering why certain relationships with the 3 of Swords have gone the way that it has. And it's kind of giving friends as well. Definitely an energy of someone sleeping with someone's friend. I don't know what that's about. What is that about? The Empress, the Justice, and the 9 of Cups, and the World card. I don't know. Some of you have fully had a person who has gone to start a new life with a friend of yours. This could be somebody who is expecting. This could be somebody who has had a child. For this person, Judgment. Too many cards. This is something that a lot of you could be healing from. And maybe you feel like there's a lot of blockages in your forward movement because this was very close to home. This looks like kind of shitting on your doorstep, or shitting where you eat type of energy. Maybe you've had to put a very firm boundary up, or a sort of like a guard where it comes to you having access to certain information. This could be about social media and blocking people on social media in order for you not to be privy to certain information because it will trigger you, or while you're healing you don't want anything to kind of disrupt that healing or make you feel triggered, or so forth. This could be like protecting your energy while you're healing. It's like actively knowing that you've got to heal from something, being consciously aware that something has gone down where you are likely to be triggered or angry or upset or whatever have you, especially if this is like a friendship scenario where a friend could have betrayed you. This is regarding someone who someone was sleeping with, and this could be somebody that you know for this part. This could involve a Taurus, a Scorpio, an Aquarius, someone who was very, very self-serving. They thought that it was right, that it was okay, that they could do this to you and so forth. This could be a lover, a friend, and both in between. And this is like the energy of knowing that you need to heal, and knowing that you also need to protect that healing by not putting yourself in front of content or things that people upload, or people risk yourself sort of seeing things that may trigger you or be upset or kind of bring back all those emotions or feelings. So some of you could have taken a break off of social media or blocked someone or blocked certain individuals from seeing or ingesting that content, if you like, or ingesting anything that you might see of that nature. And this could be something that you're actively doing in order to get over something. Somebody could have been purposefully trying to post things to make you jealous as well, especially if someone was actively posting another person, especially if this was your friend. Page of Swords. And I mean, I don't know where you are on the timeline, whether you're just in the thick of this, whether you are actively working towards building yourself up, getting stronger, being in a better place mentally. Because for a lot of you, mentally, you've had a lot to contend with some sort of deception where it comes to an air sign, Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. But this is looking like actively knowing what you need to do in order to get to the other side. I feel like I'm talking to somebody who's very self-aware. I feel like I'm talking to somebody who knows you're not 100% healed. You know, I mean, who is? But it's kind of like knowing what you need to do, putting yourself and aligning yourself to the position that you need to be in to have the utmost progress where it comes to your forward movement. And you're going to be doing very, very well. I don't feel like someone's jealousy is going to hit you. Their intent behind wanting you to see something that they're posting or wanting you to kind of be up in their business is not going to work, because I feel like someone is very, very aware of what they need to do to move forward. Yes, there's going to be something here, especially if you are experiencing an ending or someone has betrayed you or they've gone in another direction. They could be parading someone that they're with around you. I feel like you're consciously aware of the fact that you are triggered by that. So it's like protecting yourself from being triggered by that, because you know that you're on a healing journey and you need to get over something or you need to move forward. And this is looking like individually protecting your peace and something not working where it comes to someone trying to make you purposefully jealous. Again, could be an air sign, Gemini, Libra, Aquarius that wants you triggered. They want you triggered. There's a mindset shift that's coming in for a lot of you, and I feel like it's you staying very true to yourself and your path of healing. And I feel like, you know, this is looking to me as, you know, that if you look that way, there's something that you're going to be triggered by. So it's like, well, I'm not going to look that way. Why would I look in the direction that something's going to make me feel some type of way? I'm going to look this way because that's the side of healing. That's the side of where I want to be. That's the side of, you know, the work that I'm doing. That's the side of me moving away from whatever's over there that that person's trying to do to attract attention for me to be triggered on. It's something like that. It's kind of like healthy distraction with the Nine of Pentacles. And you're doing very, very well at that. Mind over matter sort of energy. Consciously distracting yourself from someone's petty energy. Because someone wants you dwelling. Someone does want you stuck with the Eight of Swords and the Hangman. With the Magician. The Lovers. Yeah, about who they've chosen to be with the Queen of Wands. Someone wants you consumed by who they're sleeping with, who they're connecting with, who's their new lover, who's this new person that they've chose over you. Someone wants you all over their situation where it comes to you wanting to know, being up in their business. And I feel like you're going in the opposite direction, but someone wants you wrapped up in it so badly. And I think it's to make you jealous, to make you feel some type of way about some other feminine energy. Could be a fire sign. Someone that they've chosen. The Two of Wands was at the bottom of the deck there just before I started to shuffle. Page of Cups. And this is someone who likes to present themselves as not doing that with the Fool. This would be somebody who would throw rocks and hide their hands, especially when it comes to family. Someone really cares about what their family think or what other people think. This could even be your family, their family, whoever's around you guys, friends, people who may have seen you building something with this person. And this is someone who is trying to detach from feeling like, you know, people view them as someone who's triggering you. It's like throwing rocks, hiding hands, and then presenting themselves as being someone who doesn't care about this, that, and the other, but they're doing things to trigger you behind the scenes. And I feel like you're going to go in a completely different direction. This is like the energy of ghosting something that is BS with the Two of Cups and the Queen of Pentacles. It's like, okay, I know that you're investing in someone else, so why am I going to stick around? Why do you want me in the position of being triggered? Why do you want me in the position of kind of just hanging on or being at the side or looking at this other person that's in the picture or in your life now that you could be building with? This is looking like you have someone here who wants you to see so bad that they've chosen someone else. Six of Pentacles in the reverse. Five of Cups. You're very self-aware of how you feel. And, you know, I like to think that this channel is here to identify different areas of progression and learning and how far people have come, and not shying away from where everybody is in terms of timelines and where they're at, because this could be very fresh for you. And I feel like there is someone here who's very much so protecting themselves because they're aware. You are not trying to be someone who's going to go off at the mouth or crash out. You are trying to be someone who's very purposeful with how they speak, what they say. You could be being very cautious because you know that it's not going to benefit you. What's done is done sort of energy, and it's kind of giving the energy you feel it best to walk away, even though you're sad, even though you feel like, you know, in a certain environment you could be feeling some sort of way about another person being involved in someone's life or so forth. But this is about you going in another direction, you being aware of it, and that's the beginning of healing. Triggers are a point of healing, and I feel like someone is really walking in the energy. You know what's triggering you. You know what doesn't make you feel good. You know an individual is trying to get you to do X, Y, Z and whatever. So therefore, why would you sit there and try to take it like a punching bag? You're going to move. You're going to not put yourself right in the middle of a crash out where you know that potentially that's not going to manifest anything good for your life or anything else, when this person is still going to be dangling in front of your face that they've chosen someone else. The best course of action is to ghost or to leave this person to their own devices, and I feel like that's what you're doing. But someone else is feeling like they're really trying to get a reaction out of you, and you're walking in the other direction. Okay, King of Cups, the Three of Pentacles. Some of you could be looking for a change in location. This could be moving town. You could be looking to travel soon. This could be a road trip of some kind. Some of you are organizing a trip for a group of people. This could be like friends. You could be keeping this sort of low key. This could be like, oh, between us, between you and me, we're going to go away on, you know, January the 7th, or we're going away whenever. And this is going to be something that you want that is personalized for you and the people that are involved. You don't really want to expose this or broadcast this, and this is something that you feel like you're in control of. You could be in charge of planning something here. Yeah, don't accept an apology. Okay, let me rephrase that. You can accept an apology without allowing someone around your space. I feel like you've got, the reason why I said don't accept an apology, because someone's disingenuous. You have an air sign, a lot of you, a Capricorn, who is coming in to apologize, but it's all fake. It's fake. This is someone who wants to kind of reel you into a false sense of security. This could even be to have you as a side piece. What is this? Queen of Swords. King of Pentacles. Eight of Pentacles. You could work with this person. Or this could be somebody who's met someone else at work. Or they're with someone that they met at work. They want to keep you a secret. They want to keep someone else a secret. This is like, oh, okay, if I can get away with being an infidel, if I can get away with cheating or having two on the go at one time, or having someone at home and someone else at the workplace or something like that, I will do it. This is someone who doesn't mind keeping someone else secret to kind of have their way. I would not accept anybody back in my life, especially if you dealt with someone where it comes to a Capricorn, a Pisces, a water sign, air sign. This is somebody who wants to keep something a secret. Nobody has to know that we still deal with each other. Nobody has to know that, you know, I gave you a fake apology to sleep with you again. Like, Devil card, Seven of Wands. Five of Swords, yeah. I would not trust this person, whoever this is. Six of Wands. They want your attention, but they don't actually want to commit to anything high vibing with you. This is like under the covers, under the radar. They may want you to commit to them while they are not committing to you. This is like, okay, you're in a relationship with me, but you know and I know that I ain't in no relationship with you. I'm going to be over here doing what I'm doing with this person and whoever else I want to do it with. You're committed to me. I ain't committed to you. You know those relationships where it's like, you know, they want to be the prize. They would love it to be that you commit to them wholeheartedly. Give them your whole heart, your whole soul. Rip it out of your chest, for goodness sake. Give them all the attention. But them not be committed to you. Them be disingenuous. Them cheat on you. Them deal with you as and when. Something like that. This is what this is giving. I feel like someone wants people on rotation. Very much so. If you're second guessing a pathway for yourself, this could be something here to do with like getting into the industry. I don't know if some of you do some sort of, no judgment over here. Some of you could do some sort of Smex work. Some of you could do OnlyFans. Something where it is tantalizing and teasing to others. Some of you could make money via pleasure, whatever that means to you. You could do something where people pay you for certain services. Each to their own. I'm not here to judge. There's something here about there being a need for you to not feel like you are controlled by others regarding a decision to do that for yourself. Make that be a decision that you make for yourself and not necessarily dictated by others saying that, oh, I don't think you should do that. If that's something that you want to go into, then who is anybody to say that that is necessarily wrong? There's something here about that. Some of you, that's not going to resonate for everybody. Some of you could make money in that way. This could even be about selling pictures or selling feet. This could be about a fetish. There's something that could be highly sexualized. and be able to earn you money. And this is something that could be taking you out of a rut that maybe you feel like has been stagnant for a while. You could even feel like that's your way to kind of ascend in a way. This could be financially, solely financially for a lot of you. I don't really see you having a ongoing purpose long term in this, but I definitely feel like it will get you out of a situation and change your circumstances, especially if you're looking for some extra money. So take that as it resonates with the Three of Pentacles. You may not have to do it for very long. This could be like a stopgap sort of profession or something that you do. I call it a profession, but it could be something that you do as a side hustle or something, especially if you've been experiencing a blockage. Again, various messages are going to come out. Don't expect it all to be for you. Ace of Swords. I see a breakthrough coming through. Someone's coming in to talk to you because they don't like the fact that you have detached from them. This is somebody who may feel like you're getting over them. And this could be somebody who wants you codependent on them or wants you to rely on them in some sort of way, but they ain't it. They ain't it. Knight of Wands. They ain't it. What am I telling you? Thank you, Spirit. Knight of Wands. They ain't it. Ten of Cups. This could be to put on a front to family. Something about someone's family, watching them. I don't know if you've got someone with very possessive family or someone who very much cares about outside appearances where it comes to their family. But this is someone who's very, very false and very fake. So it's not real. The facade that they present that is so important to them, it's not actually genuine. It's kind of giving the energy of, okay, if you want to live a certain way, then just live in your truth. Like, why do you care so much about, you know, and a lot of people do care about what other people think, but this is kind of giving it so important to them what their family think of them, but they're not living in a righteous sort of fashion. So it's like, why are you living in some sort of facade when you want to be looked upon as being holy and endowed or righteous in some sort of way? They really hold on to this, but people can see through this. Them holding on to some sort of mask or facade, it's failing miserably with the Wheel of Fortune in the reverse. And someone is kind of being looked upon as being stuck in some sort of old way of being with the Ten of Pentacles. If someone was in line to kind of take on, this is very specific, their father's money or an inheritance or something, or family money here, generational. Someone's really being looked upon as being irresponsible within their family dynamic. And this could be why they were trying to put on this front to be in line for some sort of money or a payout or something. That is failing miserably because they don't live in truth. This earth sign could be a fire sign. People can definitely see through some sort of facade. This is like the energy of, oh, you think you're fooling us, but we know. This looks like family to me. You've healed from this person, I feel like. I'm still... Can you give me 5 minutes? Nearly, yeah. Love you too. Seven of Swords. This is now a person who you are holding back from, and you understand the importance of being very guarded. This is somebody who strengthened your need to be cautious regarding who you let in, regarding your heart space, who you invest in emotionally. I feel like something that someone ended with you or you ended with them has put you in an energy of upholding a very strong guard, and you being very much so someone who reads the fine print where it comes to other people. There was someone around you who you really couldn't trust, and you was very open emotionally to this person. This person could have been coming with logic while you were being very open with them emotionally. And I feel like you really do peep the scene where it comes to you understanding that maybe you was a little bit too giving or open emotionally to somebody who maybe you should have been more logical like them regarding a connection. It's changed you. A lot of you have changed. Especially if you're a Cancer, you could be a water sign. And I feel like it's down to feeling some sort of lack where it comes to a relationship or an individual that you could have been dealing with. Last cards. I've got to go make dinner for my son and me. We're going to be watching a Christmas movie tonight. Don't know which one yet. King of Wands, the Nine of Wands. You're right not to trust someone, this fire sign. Whatever weird, creepy, slimy energy you get around this Aries or this fire sign, it is correct. Judgment, yeah, you're correct. I would not allow someone back in your energy from the past. Some of you are manifesting a partner that is more aligned to you. I feel like you are being led towards another direction with someone who is going to be a lot more fitting for you. Someone who's definitely going to be more self-aware, more spiritually in tune with you. Temperance and a Nine of Cups. Spirit wants more for you. Nine of Swords in the reverse. I feel like there's like an energy of struggle and strife and headache and worry and migraine and all that head stuff, that stress and that strife that was going on with you in the past, where you could have felt very, very upset, sad, disappointed in an individual. I feel like that is alleviating, and I feel like there's something else that's being sent your way. This could be a glow up for some of you. This could be some sort of fame or recognition that you're manifesting for yourself, or this could be in the form of a partner, or both. I feel like you're just manifesting overall a better outcome for yourself, and this is very spiritually led by the Temperance card, with the Temperance card being here. More's going to be revealed to you as you kind of continue here, but I just kind of see an energy of real change that's coming in, because you're saying no to something here of the past with the Five of Wands. Too much drama and conflict was around you in the past, and someone really wanted you to kind of be lost in that. And of course, we know the more lost that you are in drama and conflict, the less you're able to use your faculties to move forward and to do better for yourself. So sometimes people like that energy with the Four of Wands in the reverse. You can't manifest anything stable from a place of being unfocused or ungrounded. The more that someone keeps you ungrounded, or a circumstance keeps you ungrounded, you're less likely to be able to build something strong, stable for yourself. With the Justice card, and I feel like that's the energy that's overpowering this the most. Because if you're triggered all the time, if you're dealing with bad news all the time, if you're dealing with an infidel, someone who's always giving you immature energy in return, or something here where you're not getting the same energy back that you're putting into something or someone, then you're going to be so consumed with that. And I've said it a few times on the channel that it's like you can't manifest from that state of mind with the Nine of Cups. And I feel like there's something here about you wanting to be happy, you needing to be happy with the Nine of Cups. Then you can't do it being attached to always having to figure out things. With the Fool card, there's a new beginning that's presenting itself to a lot of you, and I feel like with the Judgment card, you guys are having to choose it and not choose to be triggered, not choose to be upset over something here that keeps reoccurring. And there's a transformation that's happening for a lot of you with the Death card, where it comes to you always putting up with some sort of ongoing cycle of being triggered and so forth. I used a lot of cards in this reading. I'm going to have to watch this back while I'm doing dinner for us. Guys, I love you. I felt like doing a collective was the way forward. I am due to do a live. Leave in the comments, guys, what you want me to read on for an all signs. I have not gone live in a long time, but now it's the Christmas holidays. I'm going to find a moment while my son is entertained to do a live for you guys, because I've missed you. Thank you for being here. If you have reached the end of the reading, I appreciate you. Please like the video, like the video, share, subscribe if you haven't already done so. Have an enjoyable evening. I'm about to go make some food and watch a Christmas film with my kids. I am tired. I have done a lot today. So I'm going to be enjoying that sofa, putting my backside in that sofa and cozying up with my little blanket and heated blanket too. I love you guys. Happy holidays to you guys. Thank you for your love and your support. Enjoy, be safe, eat, drink, be merry. And remember to smile. Okay, remember the Holy Spirit has got you every single time. Don't forget that. Mwah. Take care of yourselves. Bye guys.